Today we're going to talk about who and whom, and whether whom is really necessary to learn. You probably know who. It's used to ask about people. For instance, who is Lionel Messi? Another question we can ask is, who texted you? The answer might be, my mother texted me. Here, who, or my mother, is the actor, the person doing the action of texting. In English, we call the actor in a sentence the subject. When who is the subject, we use the word who. We can also ask the question, who did Travis text? Here, who is not the subject. Travis is the subject. When who is not the subject, according to official English rules, we are supposed to use the word whom. So, who texted you, but whom did you text? Whom do you love? Whom do you know? But almost nobody says whom in those cases. Taylor Swift doesn't say, whom do you love? She says, who do you love? Michael Jackson doesn't say, whom do you know? He says, who do you know? And if there's something weird and it don't look good, whom you gonna call? No, who you gonna call? Ghostbusters. So if we have whom but people don't use it, why don't they use it? Because it's not necessary. Modern English has a very strict word order. You always know the subject and the object because the subject comes before the verb and the object comes after the verb. Unless you're Yoda. When you love cats, you is the subject. When cats love you, cats is the subject. With questions, it's a little more complicated, but you always know the subject because it comes right before the verb. When you say, who loves you, who is the subject? When you say, who do you love, you is the subject. Why does whom exist in English if it's not necessary? Because in Old English, word order wasn't as strict. You could say, he loves her, or her loves he. Note that that kind of works in modern English because he, him, she, her, like who, whom, are some of the few words where the word is different based on whether it's the subject or the object. But you can't do that with you and cats. Either you love cats or cats love you, or hopefully both. So, could we get rid of him and her also? We could, but people still use those, so you have to learn them. Let's just get rid of whom. What happens if someone speaking to you uses the word whom? Just translate whom to who in your head and tell them to watch my video so they stop using it.